The internet's dumbass trends.
The internet has this weird obsession with pushing the dumbest trends imaginable. Now, I get it. The more of a dumbass you act online, the more views you get. That's just how the internet works. But there's just some trends that...
But there hasn't been a single person on the internet that has like literally gained an actual great following off of doing dumbass stunts. Maybe like a couple pranks here and there, but if you're actually doing stunts that will hurt you or any dumb trend, no one is gonna rock with you. You might get a viral video, but that's it.
Hurt the shit out of me. And I thought, why not talk about the most brain dead trends we've seen on the internet over the past few years, starting with the Devious Lick.
Anyone that stole any type of bathroom equipment, any urinal, any like toilet seat, you're disgusting. Out of every toilet you could have stole, you're gonna steal the school's bathroom. All for what? Some TikTok likes? Now your ass getting expelled or what? And everybody's gonna know you're a dirty ass person.
Anybody who participated in this trend, you can deviously lick my nuts. How about that? Since you wanna hit a devious lick, so I'm gonna devious lick this, bro. For those who weren't familiar with the devious lick trend, was a 2021 illegal TikTok trend in which North American middle and high school students posted videos of themselves stealing, vandalizing
a school projector. Y'all, I'm pretty sure some of y'all don't even know how that shit works. Where did you even find time to steal that shit? Because I'm pretty sure teachers only bust that out when it's like, I don't know, when they don't have any other assignments to give out or whatnot. I don't think you could just magically just come up off of that.
Or showing off one or more items they stole in their school. Now, you might be asking,
hand
why
sanitizer?
am I so pressed about this? Well, back in 2021, I was the school poop demon, okay? I was always taking shits.
How much times have y'all taken a school shitter? I'm confident during my whole high school tenure, I've probably taken the shit less than 10 times. For you to be a proud school shitter, there has to be something wrong with you. I don't think anybody does this with any type of pride. And anytime I do use the school restroom, I try to use the staff's bathroom. I never use the public one.
Not because I love to, because I literally had to. It was always an emergency. Nowadays, I'm not really a school shitter, mostly because I don't go to school no more. I'm now a professional risk taker. But back when I did, the Devious Lick trend was heavily affecting my school pooping experience in a very negative way. Hand dryers missing, soap dispensers clogging.
Y'all know, okay, yes, you're doing this for a trend, but you do know ultimately it's gonna affect you, right? Yes, it's gonna affect the school, but it's gonna affect you as well. What are you gonna do next time you gotta take a shit and you find out the bathroom is missing?
Up the toilet, sinks ripped off the wall, fucking shit smears on the wall. Y'all some fucking animals, bro. But that wasn't even the worst part. Since these licks were happening, the school was getting a lot more stricter about bathroom use. And as an
how much Taco Bell Supreme Nachos did you eat for your butt to be collapsing this heavy? All the real shitters know, bro, the day you take off your shirt, your pants, everything you got on, you know there's like a shit that has like a 300,000 Scoville units just ripping out of your butt and you're in pain. For him to take away all of his clothes in a public bathroom, he had to be going through it.
Active bathroom user, this shit was devastating, literally. They were barely letting anyone use the bathroom since they thought the first person that went in there would rip that shit apart. And that was probably the worst news for me. Because like I said, I only used the school bathrooms because it was an absolute need. My stomach was always acting up. I could not hold it in. If I tried to, I probably would have ended up with shit in my pants. So of course, I asked the teacher, hey, can I go use the restroom? And you wanna know what she said?
What?
No! She basically told me the fuck.
That never made sense to me. Now that I'm a grown up, if you ask the teachers to use the restroom, right? Now, granted, I understand there's kids that lollygag and you know, they don't come back to class in time. But for me to say, yo, bro, I need to use the restroom. And then your ass says, you should have just used it during passing period. Hold the fuck up. You know, during passing period, that's like a 3-minute time interval. Even if I did want to use the bathroom, there's a great chance that my ass would have been marked late. Let's get that situated immediately. And I don't know if y'all went to these type of schools, but the schools I went to, yo ass get late, they gonna call home acting like you missed all your periods. And number 2, you ever thought maybe my bladder wasn't affected during passing period? Like, you ever thought maybe I started developing these new emotions in my bladders once I started to sit down in class? That shit just never made sense to me. Now I understand maybe punishing kids that take hella time out when they use the bathroom and come back like 20 minutes later. But nigga, don't bring that shit on me. What are you gonna do if I actually piss in class?
Fuck off. It was over for me. I had to hold that shit in and I was visibly shaking, twiddling my fingers, legs shaking, bussy burning. It was the worst hour of my life. It was for an hour that I had to hold it in until the end of class. I was fighting for my damn life so I wouldn't go number 2 over myself, but spoiler alert, I didn't shit myself. I did it. I know the story would have been more dramatic if I said I did, but that simply wasn't the case. I will tell you this though, holding it in for that long when I very much needed to go, I don't wish that upon anybody. When I finally did get to take a dump, oh my, it was so heavenly. It felt like an angel was playing with my asshole. And anyone who's saying, you're such a bitch, I bet you're real fun at parties, it's just a silly little prank. I can't poop! Fuck! All of this happened to me because of a dumbass little trend. And that's why I personally hate it so much. And that's why it had.
There's nothing more that gives off psychopath status or like serial killer vibes than anyone that has ever shitted on a urinal. Funny enough, I actually know a high schooler that shitted on the floor. Forget the urinal. We were talking as a group and he was like, oh, bet I won't shit on the floor. We didn't even tell him to do it. He just wanted to shit on the floor.
I had to put it first on the list because I want everybody to hear this. And to the people who participated in this trend, you need that.
No, now I'm really thinking about it. Imagine the janitor that walked into the bathroom and he saw poop on the floor. Yo, school janitors need a raise, bro.
A very nice day. And remember to show that bright smile. Stay positive and don't be scared to brighten others' days.
The next one I want to go over is the ice cream lick trend. Now this one just itches my nuts the wrong way. Like not only is it a health hazard because you could be spreading illnesses, not only is it—
I used to always wonder why was there like an extra layer of protection for like ice cream, like you know those big ice cream boxes? It's because y'all open them shits way too easy to do whatever this is. This is just disgusting. What did y'all expect the internet to react like? Oh my goodness, you're such a badass. Look at him, bro. None of y'all are this much of a daredevil. Someone give him a medal.
also literally illegal. This is nasty as fuck. If you're doing this to my ice cream, you might as well shit on it too while you're at it. You might as well. You've already licked it.
Literally.
And listen, here's what sucks the most about this trend. The victim of it is literally gonna be an innocent person shopping for some ice cream. An innocent person is gonna take straight booty on their ice cream. And for what? For these dumbasses to get their 5 seconds of—
Not to mention, yes, it's disgusting, but what if you have the Magic Johnson syndrome? What if you have like a new strain of COVID that ain't exist, gang? Like, you know how much diseases someone could potentially get? Like, I could just imagine like it being a hot ass day and then you serving like ice cream to your whole family and then all of a sudden everyone wakes up being infected like shit, getting the Gucci third leg syndrome.
Fame, get a few thousand comments calling them an idiot and then they're instantly forgotten after that. I don't get it. What do you possibly gain from this? Are you getting money from this? Are you paying the rent by licking others' ice cream? Probably fucking not. Now the next trend I wanted to talk about is one that's a little more recent than the others. It actually started this month. It's where students will stick lead into the USB ports of Chromebooks, causing that shit to short circuit.
Do y'all know anyone that did this? I never knew lead actually blew some shit up. That's interesting.
Producing smoke, and it's a fire hazard too. Now the majority of videos are making fun of it, but it's still an actual trend, so people are actually out there.
14 incidents reported in the states of Massachusetts alone. Over 200 recorded and called. Yo! Everyone is doing this shit? I thought it was only maybe like 100, maybe 200 people max. There's incidents all over. Funny enough, I feel like this is something that I would have participated in. I can't even blame y'all.
Doing it, which is a little confusing. So they're self-aware that they look dumb as hell doing this, yet lots of people are still doing it. Yo, my game.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was an army recruiter, I'm looking at anyone that ever destroyed a Chromebook and I'm recruiting you on the spot.
Getting too old for this shit? Probably not, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even that old. I'm just a 48-year-old kid, so it's probably just a trend. Now let's move on to something way dumber. I saved the best one, or I mean in this case it'd be the worst trends for last. Started off with the Tide Pod challenge. Now we all remember this. This was like—
Do y'all know anyone that actually ate a Tide Pod? Like, I know this was like a big thing, like why are people doing this? And they had to like publicly say, hey yo kids, don't eat this shit. I just want to say anyone that ate a Tide Pod and actually felt the effects of it, you deserve it. Unless you're like an extremely young kid, then no. But if you logically knew that it was like detergent and there were chemicals and you ate that shit and you actually felt sick, I feel no remorse for your dumb ass.
Like late 2017, early 2018. This was before my balls swung low. If you somehow don't know what it is, people eating Tide Pods. That's literally it. Yo, that was when I was still making videos like these. Yo, but here's the thing. Even when I was a dumbass kid back then, I still knew better than to do this shit.
Literally.
It makes me wonder, like, who the hell was participating in this shit? Okay, so I'm looking at videos right now. I searched it up. It seems to be mainly young adults to teens mainly doing it, which— wow. What even is the point of this challenge? Like, how do you win the challenge? Not fucking—
by swallowing it with no sort of backlash. Yo, by the way, this is not me promoting it. Do not do this shit. Don't.
die. I still can't believe that actual adults were doing this bullshit. I don't want to sound like one of those Redditors, right? But it's— if you're an adult and you're doing this, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I'm
literally
sorry. I'm keeping it a bug. Y'all knew damn well what you— but so this next challenge, it definitely is natural selection, okay? Whatever happens, that's on you. It's the pandemic challenge. Now, if you weren't liquid back in 2020, we all know exactly what was happening during—
I think I speak for all of us when I say during the pandemic, we have all licked our toilet seats. We've all thought that there's no way there's COVID lying under toilet seats, so we made sure to lick the rim of it. I think I speak for everyone when I say that.
in those times. Now, these idiots, oh, mainly influencers, and I hate using that word because they're not influencing shit. These these people saw that there was a virus spreading. The whole world's in lockdown, casualties, it's affecting millions of lives, you know, quite a serious situation. They saw this and thought, how can I get attention from this? Hence, the challenge started. What was the challenge though? They started licking everything. As dumb as that sounds, they started licking everything that people
Look, even if COVID wasn't a thing, why in the world would you do this? Why would you lick anything?
touch. Doorknobs, car handles, fucking toilet seats in hopes that they would catch or not catch the virus. Seriously, what was the point of this? And also, licking bare toilet seats? Ah, you're a different breed.
Dude, that's disgusting. Why is this even called the COVID challenge? Like, okay, you're just nasty. I don't care if COVID was a thing or not. Why are you so inspired to lick a toilet seat? Like, you know how much bacteria comes from the butt? I'm pretty sure that is where most diseases like spread from.
Like you're actually different. Dude, I'm scared to play.
And then I'm pretty sure people actually got sick from this. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought licking a toilet seat, a public toilet seat, would actually result in you getting sick?
It's my bare ass cheeks on the toilet seat and you're over here licking it? Dog, like I wouldn't even lick a toilet seat for $1 million.
$1 million, give me to an Arby's toilet seat filled with 30 grown men that have ate nothing but meat mountain sandwiches. I will lick the brim of that toilet seat cleanly. A lot of times people will throw the number $1 million to a lot of hypotheticals, and they don't understand that $1 million is actually a lot of money.
Wait, actually, that, hey, you know, but they're not getting anywhere near $1 million. And fun fact, one of the influencers actually tested positive for the virus. And even when I originally saw this a couple years ago, I did not feel bad in the slightest.
Yo, the funniest things that were happening in pandemic, when people would be anti-advocates of COVID and pretend like it just didn't exist, and then they got it. Of course, I wanted them to survive, but I'm just like, bro, how much of an idiot did you have to be? If you denied the existence of COVID, you were an idiot.
Light is big. I feel more bad for the fart particles in the air when I'm taking a shit. You know damn well what you were getting yourself into. Okay, so this next trend, I can't even show it on YouTube. It is the fire challenge. Now, yes, from the name, you've probably guessed what it is. The fire challenge is a challenge which involves applying flammable liquids to one's body, then setting the liquids aflame. Basically just lighting yourself on fire. Now,
that's what I love about society. We make death a trend. What about the drowning challenge? Let's just all soak our heads underneath, but this is the gist. We don't go back up. Who thought this was a good idea?
Now this is... I genuinely don't know how to talk about this. I'm actually speechless. I just don't know what the fuck to say. Who in the world would do this? Why would you... Wow! You know, there's levels to this shit, and this is just at a whole nother level where I just completely struggle to comprehend this. Yeah, I'm not... You know what? Let's just move on to the next one. Yeah. Now, this last trend that we're about to go over is definitely the most interesting one by far. Drink your own shit smoothie challenge. It's a viral internet trend that's been making the hoops recently. I'm playing. Hey, be honest.
I was holding in my shitter for a long time. I was about to say this might be the first trend that I'm actually interested in.
You thought that was real for a second, didn't you? Yeah, I tricked you. Did I? No? Man, shut the f. But I'm not gonna lie, there have been so many stupid internet trends and challenges over the years that there could be a big, meaty iceberg on this topic. I mean, shit,
literally.
This video didn't even touch the tip of that iceberg. So if y'all ever want a secret of this, let me know. And again, big shout out to War Thunder.
W video. You two, let me know what you think is the dumbest trend ever. Not the most dangerous one, the dumbest one. Make sure you guys subscribe, bro, to 900K, man, all that good stuff. Waxer for life. Love y'all, and peace.